back to Madworks Garage. Here we are again. Oh yes. Right, it was like Christmas yesterday for me. I know Christmas is coming, but it was like yesterday for me because I got all these goodies through for Eugene. Right, what we got? This is all the brake parts I told you about in the last video. So we've got new flexi hoses, and a new brake light switch, pressure switch there. Brand new master cylinder. Oh, lovely, worth its weight in gold though. Beautiful. And front and rear cylinders. So there you are, all in a little bag still. So plan is get these front wheels off, see what sort of state we've got down there, and hopefully get the cylinders changed, get the flexi hoses done, and we'll just work our way backwards until we get out the other end. And hopefully I'll get it all done without hurting myself today, because I always seem to hurt myself lately. I don't know if it's an age thing or what, but there you are. Anyway, the other thing I have got to do is grease my nipples, which I mentioned in the last video. I mustn't forget to grease all my nipples, because I can do that whilst I've got the wheels off. There's a bit more room, you know, to get the old nipple greasing gun in there and give it a good old squirting. Anyway, that's what we'll do. Yeah, there was a chap that emailed me after the last video asking me just to recap on how we got Eugene. Now, I don't mind doing that, it's not a problem, you can watch the videos back, but Eugene came to me by complete mistake. I was building an extension on my house, the bricklayer came, he saw that I'd done lots of old motors, and he said, would you be interested in an old Jeep? At that point I thought probably a Land Rover, never thought anything different really, just thought Land Rover. And I said, yeah, I'll be interested to have a look, because I'm always interested to have a look, as we all are, because we all love our old metal, don't we? So I went round there, and lo and behold, it was, excuse me, Eugene. I forgot to turn my my sound off on the old phone. Hang on a minute, let's just do that. No more disturbs. But, yeah, it was Eugene. If you go back to one of the first, I think it's the first video. It shows you basically the day I went there and found it and blah blah blah. Anyway, it goes on from there, doesn't it? Anyway, that's how it came about. It was just pure luck. It was not, I didn't go out looking for one, it just came along. And I think all the best things in life just come along. When you're not looking for it, it just turns up. That's fate. And here we are, here he is. So I hope that's cleared a few things up. And he also asked me what price I paid for him. That is, I don't really want to say, because obviously it's between me and the people I bought it off, so it's sort of out of respect for them as well. I'd rather not say, but let's just say it wasn't cheap, but then it wasn't expensive. There you go, that tells you nothing at all, does it really? But there you are. Let's just say I was quite happy with it. Yeah, so that's cleared those things up, I think, I hope, and we'll go on from there. So yeah, the plan is to get these wheels off the front, get them jacked up, get the wheels off the front, get them some axle stands, and then strip the brakes down, change it all, and we have to clear all the fluid out. Obviously it's going to go anyway, we've got to change the master cylinder, check all the pipes and make sure there's not too much corrosion on them and everything else. Although these don't need an MOT, it is nice to know that if I'm out in it with all the kids and the wife hanging out in the bloody thing, we'd be able to stop, which would just be awesome. You know, at the end of the day. Also, eventually I want to tow a trailer. I want to try and build a motorcycle trailer because I have a 39 BSA M20 war bike that I want to put behind it. So if I go and do shows or go over to Normandy or whatever with these, eventually I can take both things, you know. That's the plan. Anyway, there you are. So let's just get on with it, shall we, and see what happens. Okay. Perfect. Well, that should hold it there alright for a minute. Whip these wheels off. I just love it when they get stuck up the hole. Of course, opposite threads, aren't they? Do that. Learn something new every day. So the threads on this side are the opposite. I didn't even know that till now. That's pure luck. Okay, so the opposite threads on this side. Get stuck up my doofer, all the grease on it. Look at that. Right, I think we better speed things up a bit, otherwise you're going to go to sleep. Okay, well that took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, only because I didn't have a clue, really, what I was doing. But as ever, everything's very simple once you know how. Anyway, so for all those who don't know, there is, on the outside of here, we've got, I don't want to get my hands all filthy because otherwise we're going all over my camera. But we've got this part here, which then retains the this nut. Then there's a washer, then there's another nut, and then the whole lot just comes straight out. Luckily, this spanner in the back here, if you remember from a previous video, I found it in the back of the Jeep, and one of you guys piped up and said, "Oh, that's for adjusting your wheel bearings." So luckily, I remembered that, as you do, and went straight to it because I knew exactly where it was, and lo and behold, it's the proper spanner for it. So made life very easy, because obviously without this special tool with a hole in it, it won't slip over the shaft, which means you can't get to the nut, which is a disaster. Anyway, there you are. So anyway, here we go. First look at it, it all looks pretty good. The shoes look pretty good. There's quite a bit of meat on them, and the actual wheel cylinders themselves look relatively new. When you consider this Jeep was sat for all that time, you would really think that all these would have perished and everything else, but these cylinders are really quite good. I mean, the brakes do work, sort of, which is quite incredible really when you think about it. But anyway, there we go. So the shoes are passable. I'm going to change the cylinder anyway because I've got new ones. The brake pipes look okay. They're slightly corroded, but not rotten in any way. I don't know whether you can see that. My torch is, hang on, might be better without here. They're not too bad. The flexi hoses need changing, so I've got new flexi hoses. Let's see if we can get the light on it. Yeah, got new flexi hoses, so I can put those on as well. But the union looks okay. So another flexi hose goes up through there. So that doesn't look too bad, really. So we'll change all these out and see how we get on. Just work through it. And there's my nipples that need greasing. There's a couple there as well. That needs a bit of grease. So we'll go through those at the same time and just crack on, really. Yeah, lovely jubbly. And guess what? I haven't even hurt myself yet. But there's time. There's time. Strikes me as completely incredible the fact that everything I'm going to jinx it now, but everything I seem to try and undo comes undone. There's no snapping and everything seems to just come off, which is just nuts, because you get on a British car, although I think this has spent most of its life in England anyway, and everything breaks off. I mean, like, you work on a Bedford brakes and oh my god, it's a totally different story altogether, like, you know. So it's all a bit of a bonus, this, really. It's all coming off quite nicely at the moment. I can just get my finger in there. It's a little bit awkward. I expect there's a special spanner for all these somewhere, but there we have it. We've got both bolts out. The brake pipe came out. These all swivel quite nicely. I've cleaned it up a little bit, but incredible, because you know, for it not to snap, there's no corrosion on this. It's all pretty damn good, really. So that's definitely getting reused. Right, so now we've got to take the spring off here, which is always this is gonna be the bit when I hurt myself probably. Where's the gloves? Put them on. Safety first, as I said. Not my orange gloves, very sporty, aren't they? They're not actually mine, they're Steve's. Steve, I'm using your gloves, mate. I'm sorry, I couldn't find mine again this morning. I think you hid them. Da, da, da. Oh, there's the wife. Back in a mo. There you go, that's the better half going off to Hereford, which is our local city. You know what, Christmas coming and all that, there's always something to go and get. Anyway, it's off with our little Millie. Millie's gorgeous, but she's not very well at the moment, so she's off school. And she shouldn't really be going to town, but there's not a lot of choice, because I'm working, and Mum's got to go to town, so there we are. Anyway, another story. Let's get this spring out of here, without killing myself. There you go, that was easy. And this should just fall off. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know how to take that out first. Oh, God, let's hope that undoes now. After what I just said. Guarantee I've jinxed it. What size is that little monkey? Quite. Why doesn't that come out the hole? It's huge. It's tiny. Strange. I should pull it out of there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there you go. So if you look at those cylinders, let's clean it up a little bit. Hang on. They really aren't that bad. Well, they're not bad at all, I don't think. It's probably, let's have a push on them. Oh yeah, they are. Solid. But if you didn't have anything else, you could easily rebuild those, couldn't you? Let's face it. But anyway, there you go. That's that one out, which is great. Now we need to get this flexi hose away. I'll clean this up for a minute, and I'll put some new grease in there, because you know what's going to happen, don't you? You're going to have it all over me. What a great idea this is. Oh, look at that. So simple. Why they complicate things, I have no idea. I mean, that is the most simplest idea ever, isn't it? There's no trying to hold it up there whilst you get a bottom spring on and all that sort of thing, and then it goes twang and flies off about 50 times, you know. It's a proper job. In fact, I'm probably about 62.4% certain that is the best thing I've ever seen. Those little retainers there. Anyway, there you go. Right, so we need to get this out of here. You asleep yet? No way, did that come undone? You've got to be kidding me. It's come undone. Oh, Jesus, that's just stupid. Playing a bit of Jackson Sloan here in the background. I expect I'll get done for copyright on this one, but Jackson is a friend of mine and I'm sure that he won't mind me using it, so there you go, YouTube, you can ask him, but I think it'll be absolutely fine, because I've used him on different videos I've done in the past. Fantastic singer, just love it. I can't beat it. Right, so that's come undone nicely as well. Just get that out of there. There we are. God, it's unbelievable. Right, so we need to get that off there, and then we're in business and ready to start putting it all back. Let's once we have a bit of a clean up there, let's get the. Oh, look at that! I just can't believe this. Oh Lord. No, we never have this luck with the other vehicles. Never. I know this is only the first of 4, but let's just say one's a great start, isn't it, really? You might know, guys, whoever's done a Jeep before, is this a standard thing? Does things normally undo, or is it just down to the life they've had? I mean, this tells me, let's just say, I don't think he's done a lot of off-roading in it. On it even, and that fluid coming out of there is like greasy dishwater, so that needs some flushing through before we connect anything up again. I've got to get done because I'm going down to pub in it tonight. Go down a pub. Right, are you bored yet? I might have to put you back on hyperlapse so you can watch it a bit quicker. I'll just get this pipe off and show you that, and then we'll speed things up a bit. Oops. And the other thing is that's really great about this is that you need like 3 spanners, you know, to change brakes. It's simples. Oh, give me a stiff butt. Oh, for a ramp. Can you imagine having a ramp to standing up and doing this? Wouldn't that be fantastic? The thing is that, as you can see, my workshop isn't massive. It's a lot bigger than some people's, but it's not massive. And if I put a 4-post ramp in here, that'll be it. I won't be able to move. So I've got to get a single post ramp because they don't get in the way at all. And I still have enough room to put my 4 vehicles in here, although we've only got 3 in here at the moment. But that way we'll still be able to move about a bit, like, you know. Okay. As you get older as well, lads, you get cramp everywhere, don't you? You get in one position for too long, everything hurts. Oh, I've got cramp in my hand, I've got cramp in my other hand, cramp in my butt. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's a miracle. Come off then, you bloody thing. Ah, you twat. Come off. That's it. Oh, excuse the language, sorry. There we have it. There's probably actually not much wrong with it. Oh, there it goes. If I bend that about a bit, it's not cracked. You know. It's not cracked. It's not perished. you know, it'd probably been all right, to be fair. But it might have collapsed inside slightly, you don't know, do you? Anyway, that's the old one. So that's no good now. I'll chuck that over there with the other bit. Right. Let's just take my gloves off again. Right, just bring it down for a look. That's where I've taken it all off, as you can see. So there's no corrosion as such at all. It's quite incredible, really. This light is a pain, isn't it? So there you are. So I think we could possibly be ready to put the new stuff back on. But I don't know whether to just clean out these pipes a little bit first. I don't suppose it'd matter too much. I can break it there and pump it through that last bit. But I think I'm going to have this pipe off, clean that up, clean this union up a bit, and just clean it out and make sure it's all right. So that's the next job. Right, like I said, I'm going to take this one off at the back. Light in here is awful today. It's really bad. Get this little one out at the back here, and then I can have a look at that, because I don't want anything. Oh my god, look at that. I didn't even have to try. Didn't even have to try. It's just mad. Give that a little tweak. The only thing is that the actual... Oh, there we go, it's gone. That's fine. I can just unscrew that. We'll be in business. I'll clean that all up, that thread. In fact, that wasn't particularly tight at all, which is a worry in itself. So why wouldn't that be tight? It's a good thing to get it out, but not a great thing when you need a seal. Right, let's get that boy there. Okay, there we go. A little drop of gooey fluid just run out of there. Now there you are. We'll give this a clean up and see if the pipe's all right. If not, I'll have to make another one, but if not, it looks pretty good. Might be savable. I think it's more than savable, actually. Yeah, and that all looks good, that union there. Right, I'll get this cleaned up and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so let's clean that up a bit. There you go. Pretty nice. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Nice and clean and tidy, so that can go back on, no problem. So, all good so far, I believe. Right. That's interesting. I wonder what that is. Probably do with undoing the other pipe whilst we're in here. Well, guess what? It came undone. That's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. It's incredible. Now that one's a bit more perished, I believe. Whether I'm going to get it off or not. Just tying it in a bit of a knot at the moment, so it's not slipping on the union. It's not such a bad day outside today. It rained a lot yesterday. I put my coffee van out in it. I don't like the idea of that, because it's well, you know what it's like. It's perfectly fine in the rain, but you'd rather they didn't get wet. Right, I'll have to get in there and undo the other end, wherever the other end is. That means moving a lot of stuff. Right, that's it. Okay, gloves off again, on off. Right, if you look down there, that's the other union there, I don't know whether you can actually see it actually. Let's try and move you over a little bit. It's bound to end in disaster. There you go. So I've got to undo this one now to get that pipe off going down to the bottom union. So there we go. I've also got to get a charger from my camera because it's about to die. So we'll get that done. Right, we'll get down in there. It's a bit of an awkward position. Look at that. That is like no pressure at all, and it's come undone. That's just insane. I'm not complaining, it's just odd. Alright, I've got the wrong spanner there as well, which don't help. That's better. I thought I had turning. There we are, that's off there. Nice bit of movement in it so I can get to the next bit. There's not a lot of room to swing anything there, is there? Oh dear, oh dear. That's a bit tighter, but again, coming undone. This is like a miracle. I don't know whether you noticed, but where my hands are at the moment is where the number for the Jeep should be, and I think it's actually corroded away. Every now and again I can see like a what looks like a number, but then you look again and it's gone. You know, it's sort of weird. You sort of make something out, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, it should be the same as what's on the dash, we hope. We had in one of the earlier videos we had a bit of a few hours looking for this elusive number because we couldn't see it up here. I need to find out from an expert. That's where it should be for definite. So I've cleaned it all up. The only thing I might do is rub a bit of paint on it, a bit of white paint or something, see if it brings the number out. Don't know. Anyway, it's not really the end of the world to me. It does exist because I'm working on it. Depends on how anal you want to be about it all, really. Right, it's nearly off there at the top. We can get that one on first and work our way down. But the other front brake I'll do on hyperlapse, speed it up a bit for you, a bit of music, and then we'll do the back brakes again, like this, or one of them anyway. Pretty soon we'll be going out for a drive, which will be brilliant for me, and probably about time for you guys. Religiously watching and waiting for the big off. Got it. Right, got the washers, got the nuts. That's off down there, right. Let's go down the bottom and take the rest of it off. You can probably see from there actually as it goes. So leave it there. It's just here. That little wind. That's wrong side, isn't it? Got the wrong spanner in there. Right, there we go. And it's off. And again, not in bad condition as it goes. But anyway, that's that off. Right, time to start putting things back on there. So we'll get the correct hose out and we're back under there now. Doesn't look good. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? It's a bit different. Right, these hoses are different. They're the same but different, if that makes any sense. So if I push that up there, I'll show you in a second. Get that into there. Different size too. Hell. Alright, 1 minute. Oh, dear. Whatever is going on. So. Right, that's nice and tight. Now, what we've got is the end. There's a different end. So it looks like that goes through there, like so. This is completely different because I don't have the right unions on this. Oh, my life. That should have been checked before I started, really. Oh, that would be really stupid. But that is the wrong thing. That's my hose. See, that will screw into there. You see? But so these pipes have got the wrong ends on now because that needs to screw into there and it's the wrong end. Oh, super duper. Right guys, because they've sent me the wrong brake pipes, they sent me these which are female fittings and not male. I've got to reuse the old ones. Luckily the old ones aren't collapsed or perishing anyway. So I'm going to refit these. I've cleaned them all up. I'm going to refit these temporarily until I can get some new ones. It's no big deal. Doesn't take too long to change. So that's where we're at. So we're going to put these back on and go from there. I'm sorry you missed out on that, but it was all a bit hectic in here for a minute. Flashy light. My parents turned up to say hello. Anyway, I was working as I was talking to them. Obviously I couldn't really video, and I couldn't get in there with a hyperlapse. So anyway, there we are. So we've got the new cylinder on now. I've redone, put these pipes back on. I've reused the old rubber hoses because I got sent the wrong ones. Luckily they're in really good condition. I've blown them all through the airlines, nothing collapsed in there, and cleaned all the unions up and everything else. If we can have a look. Yeah, so they're all back on. It's all good to go this side. Obviously got to put the shoes back on, and you know, spring, blah blah blah. But yeah, and what I'll do is I'll then buy another set of hoses, the right ones this time, and just change them at a later date, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. So there you are. So we'll get this all back together, this side, all this bit here, and go from there. Probably just move on to the next front one and start going on my radio. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, there you are. So here we go again. Well, had a proper go at these front brakes, you can see in there. So I got new cylinders in there, cleaned out all the pipes, blew them through, blah blah blah, because supplied us with the wrong flexi hoses. But hey ho, never mind, it's still all good. So it's back together at the front end, which is a good thing, isn't it? Because just changing the brake pipes is no biggie. Oh, I don't think it is. Anyway, what should we look at that's interesting? Yeah, there we go. Some lubricating oil. Excellent. Anyway, so... Oh, God. It's so cold. Blinking nose won't stop trotting. Anyway, so next job is master cylinder. Work my way backwards, I guess, and change that. Do you know what? I don't even know where it is. Don't know where it is. Where is it? Master cylinder? We've got a hole in the floor or anything? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know where it is. Can't see nothing. Eugene, give up your secrets, mate. Sound really thick, don't I? I can tell you where it is on that. I can tell you where it is on that, and pretty much everything. But it's got to be under there somewhere. Oh, I think we're going to have a get under there and have a look. Should we get under there and have a look? Let's go under that and have a look. It's all mucky down here. Hang on. Let me just put my trolley there. Right, the trouble with these trolleys, when I lay on them, I go to sleep. Oh, I can tell you a really funny story about me and Dave. One night in here, I've got a number of funny stories, but I could tell you a really funny one about these beds, these roll around beds and all that, and working underneath a van. And what happened when we was working underneath a van, oh, it's a bit mucky in there. Hello. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. That's really interesting. See that? Oh, you can't see nothing, can you? How can I show you? Wait. Oh, let's get rid. Oh, right. What's missing? Anyone tell me what's missing? I can tell you what's missing. There's a drive shaft missing. It goes from there to there, to there, and it's missing. That's not great. That's not great at all. I wonder why. Look at that. Never even been under here to find that out. But just so happens, in the bits I got, there was a drive shaft, so I guess that's the one. Why is it taken off though? That's the thing. Why has it been taken off? Very interesting. Very mucky in there. Look at that. It's really mucky. Right, so I've got something else to fix on. Right. Okay. So I thought it was just the brakes. Oh my god! That's what I mean. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh my god. Oh, what the? Oh, there's exhaust. Well, I think it's got a hole in it somewhere. Exhaust. So I might have to get a new one at some point. Hello, wife's back. There she is. Hello, wife. Say hello to all my YouTube fans.
Hi.
All 400 and some of them. Yeah, there she is. Look at that. This is service for you. Costa and my favourite sweets in the world, mushrooms. Thank you very much. And there's my daughter in there, Millie, that's off sick. Anyway, give us a kiss. Thank you very much indeed. I'll enjoy these. Pardon? Pardon?
Get my parcel.
Yes, it's in here. Would you like it now?
Stop it.
Can I stop what?
Stop it.
What, videoing? Well, my fans will probably enjoy it. Okay, hang on a minute. I'll go and get your parcel. Right, okay. Hang on, lads. Would you like to say goodbye? No, we're leaving.
Bye.
Thanks for the coffee. Thanks for the sweets. Right, so back to work. Oh dear. My fans. My viewers, should I say. Yes, I don't have fans. I just have viewers. Right, look at this. So I think it's time for a coffee and some sweets. And then I'm going to find this master cylinder. I might even read the book. There you go. That'd be different. Really has got to be the best thing in the world. It's got to be the best taste in the world. This and this together. Oh, excuse me. You know, that is magic. Dirty hands or not, I'm going to have some greasy mushrooms. This is my lunch. Oh my god. If you've never seen one, that is a coconut mushroom. They're delightful. Straight in my ear. So we've now found out that Eugene has no front drive shaft. Why? Is my axle knackered? Worst case scenario. Or have the UJs in the drive shaft gone? What else could it possibly be? Plot thickens, doesn't it? I'll have to go and find it now. But where are the bolts? Oh well, I know it goes in 2-wheel drive. I thought it went in 4. But these things have got to be awesome to drive in 4-wheel drive if they drive as well as this one did before the air gasket went. See, I did have some footage of it driving around our field, of me driving it around the field, and up and down the old banks that we got over there, and it was quite wet, and it just crawled up there with no problem at all. And so I had no doubt in my head that the four-wheel drive worked, but obviously it didn't. And it was this two-wheel drive that it was on. But the footage that I did have got lost because my son stole my wife's phone, who took the footage, and accidentally deleted everything. So I can blame Jake for that one. Stupid boy. I bet you're going to sleep, ain't you? I just put my my torch on charge. It's cold, but it's not that cold anymore. The sun's sort of out a bit. Oh, this is delightful. It needs to be taste-o-vision, doesn't it? Just magic. I'll probably cut all this out. Boring, isn't it? I haven't hurt myself today either. Something's got to happen in a minute. We'll go and have a look for that drive shaft in a minute. I've got a feeling I know where it is. I popped it away with the some of the stuff I got out of the garage, Krypton machine and that. I put it with that. I actually thought it was a spare one, not the one. I'm going to have to put that back on and then run it like this and see if the axle's okay. I'm a bit worried now. I have to have the axle rebuilt. Bored now. Anyway, let's go and have a look at this drive shaft. The trouble with these things is once I start eating them, I have to eat them all. I'm just not satisfied till they're all gone. What else can we talk about? Oh, I know. Whoop, that's professional, isn't it? This van. Oh. In case you haven't noticed, since the last video, it's changed colour. And no, I haven't painted it. It actually isn't the same vehicle. It's a different one. The reason being is, on closer inspection of the other one, it wasn't financially viable to do any more to it after the work I did do. This one is very solid in all the right places. All this around the bottom doesn't matter. That's normal. But where the other one needed doing all around the bottom, it also, all the door runners up in the top here were rotted through completely. And someone before me had puddinged everything up with Bondo for your American lot, or pudding for us lot in slang, or body filler for all the professionals out there, and moulded it so well that you couldn't tell. So I started knocking it with a hammer and yeah, all good fun. Everyone has certain standards to work to. I mean, I'm not perfect at all, but other people's bodies is what we spend most of our time fixing. Like this. Lovely. Aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminium. All the way around it, it's just rubbish. Whoever did that ought to be ashamed themselves, really. So all this will be replaced. All this along here will be replaced. New rear arches, new rear quarters, new fronts, inners and outers, sills, new door runners. do that all the way around, and it's going to be a good van. The front is all very solid. There's one little hole up here that needs to be sorted, and all this needs to be sorted along here. But other than that, it's really, really good. So there you are. That's the story behind that one. Right, finished the coffee, so we're going to look for this drive shaft. Okay, well, I'm rather hoping it's just inside the door here somewhere. Well, I'm pretty sure I saw it here somewhere, hiding amongst. There it is. There it is. Oh my god, there it is. Okay, let's take this in the workshop. It's a bit mucky. Right, that looks like it's got bits missing off it. Unless the bits are on the Jeep itself. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Going to find that. Didn't take a minute. Okay, so we've got that. So I need to look at my book and see what is missing off the poor old thing. And we'll have a bit of a fiddle with it. Let me put you back on the tripod. And we'll have a look. Ow! Oh, ouch. That was a bit of a fail. That was. So I'm going to have to read the manual. But, you know, the manual I've got isn't very good. It's alright. I'll put this little spanner back before I forget. And it gets lost amongst everything else in here. What am I doing? Where's the manual? Bloody hell! Oh god, my leg! Ouch! Oh, shit! Hi guys, that video was taken on Wednesday. It's now Friday, and I'm actually clean for once, which is a small miracle. Anyway, the parts have come for the prop shaft. Because I needed 2 new UJs and 4 of these little U brackets to hold it on there. I've had to cut the video in half because it was 2 hours long, and you lot would have been well asleep by the time I got any further. Anyway, so I've got the UJs and I've got these, so we're ready to do the prop shaft build when I get round there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video on the front brakes. That's that done. Next we've got, there's a bit more on the this master cylinder to come yet. So what I'll do is I'll put the prop shaft on the end of that one. Anyway, that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done already. Tell your friends and all that sort of thing, and also comment in the box below and let me know if I'm doing anything right or wrong. Obviously it's a learning curve for me with this Jeep, as I've explained a million times, and I have found the master cylinder now, and I knew where it was all the time, and just a bit stupid really. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you later. All the best, cheers, bye.